So I got some feedback on my 4-step program, how to use AI to make the best possible retirement accumulation plan based on your particular situation. It was too easy. So I thought I'd show you how easy it is. Simply go to Retirement-Optimizer.ca. I'm going to select the wizard and create a whole new set of output, May Smith. I'm just creating this off the top of my head and just answering these questions. Let's say we're not married. I'll just click next. I'm going to begin retirement. I'm 65. I want to live to 100. And yet the income needs will change. Let's say from year 1 to year 35, we need $80,000 a year every year. And inflation is 3.5%. We're going to travel for the first 10 years, every second year. And we're going to spend $12,000 on that. And we're going to buy a car every 5 years, from year 5 to 90. So that would be 25 years. And for $50,000, and maybe every 6 years. And this time we're going to go 4% inflation. And maybe we want to pay for a wedding or a mortgage, let's say starting in year 5 and ending in year 5, and we're going to spend $40,000 on that wedding one time. Inflation 3%. Off we go, and we get CPP, and let's say it's $8,000. What age would you like? This software will calculate the optimal age for that. And we can get the full OAS because we've always lived in Canada, and we do get a little bit of a defined benefit pension, $3,000 a year, indexed to inflation, and our inflation index is 1.5%. And do we have a corporate account? Just for simplicity's sake, we'll say no. Of course, like every Canadian, we have this RRSP account. We'll probably get 6% on that. And the TFSA, no, there's no additional contribution return. There could be. And let's say we have a LIRA. What is the value? And we can start withdrawing at 69. And it is locked. We're not going to rent, but we're going to be doing some consulting for 3 years. We expect to earn. And we have some assets. We have a house and a cottage. Yes, we own them. And the value is, let's say it's $900,000. And the annual growth rate is going to be probably 5 or 6%. And it will be liquidated in 10 years. The whole amount will be tax-free. And we're going to downsize, and it's zero taxable. And we've got a cottage. Do we own it? Yes. The value is $500,000, and the annual growth rate will probably be about the same, and it won't be liquidated. We maybe borrow against it. And our new house, our downsized house, and the value of that will be, again, $900,000. It'll be a smaller house. We don't own it, and we will be buying it in year 10. And will it be liquidated? No. Right. Now we'll go to the next one. Non-registered, of course. Let's say it's $100,000, and we expect to get 7%, and the initial cost basis is $40,000 that we contributed. We did not take out a loan. 30% is in bonds, and they generate 4% interest. Eligible yield. Stock holdings is 3%. Distributed gains, hope it's free as well. Annual advisory fee, 1.5%. And the account is not locked. And we have this to compare to. Save this, and we'll call this file demo. And now this is how easy it is. Those are the inputs that we provided the software. And now we go to the analysis, and we simply press check timeline, and it's going to run. And it's going to optimize these ages for us. And we'll see how we fared. Time we can stay retired for 35 years. So we simply click the Generate Plan button. And once the plan is complete, I'll simply say Showing Graphs, and I just want to look at this job. I scroll down to the graphs, and this is the information that it gives me. I can look at everything at once, or I can just focus in on some very important information that it's giving me. This, for instance, It gives me the ages that I should begin taking CPP and OAS. Perhaps I should defer it for a couple of years. Perhaps I should take the LIRA now instead of waiting until 75. What other information do we have? These are my first year withdrawal tables. Use roughly $6,000 of my non-registered money and the remaining registered. It tells me my taxes. It tells me my deferred taxes. It tells me my net worth and my various expenditures here where I need little peaks in income to buy my vehicles and plan one of the kids' weddings. It shows me the difference between the assets and the accounts. It shows me my net worth in a table and proposed withdrawals. So I can clearly see the proposed withdrawals and the complex mixes is to use for the withdrawals. No other plan will optimize to this extent, but this is how you ensure your maximum possible net worth. Down here, this is your proposed withdrawal table in detail. Retirement-Optimizer.ca. It makes calculating the best possible retirement plan for you so simple. Again, those 4 steps are: calculate your spending requirement, enter in that information and your property values and investment amounts, press 2 buttons, check timeline and generate plan. And that will produce your best financial retirement plan. Look at that plan and feel a lot less anxious and relaxed. 2 buttons. It's never been easier. Retirement-Optimizer.ca.